Welcome to Friday Night Rock Show and Rock with you and I. Those local band Gasoline Outlaws and Heart and Soul. The band support Massive Wagons live in Rock of the Huckle on the 22nd of April. On the show this week I've got two guests. Later I'll be talking with James Durbin, the new Quiet Riot singer. First up though it's Jeff Hoad, formerly the Kings of the Sun. He and his band The Rich and Famous released a new EP this month. I'm going to play the Kings of the Sun classic, Serpentine, and then you hear that interview with Jeff.
Gonna tell you a little story. Well, it's sad but true. If it can happen to me, man, it can happen to you.
Hi Jeff, thanks for taking some time to talk to Rock Radio and I. You're about to release some new music from The Rich and Famous, and it's great to see you back on the music scene again. Tell us who you've worked with on the new EP, who produced it for you, and who is playing on it.
Govinda Dora was the producer, and recorder. I suppose we helped produce it, I helped produce it, but it's me singing, playing guitar, Dean Turner on bass, and a new drummer called Dean Reeson on drums. So two Deans.
Two Deans. Where was it recorded?
It's recorded at Vinder's studio up in the hills of, what's it called? Terranora, in a tank.
In a tank?
in a water tank, an old water tank that he's converted into a studio, and it's like an old concrete water tank, and it's pretty outrageous. It's like he's got like a house and a water tank, and actually there's another band, Australian band you might have heard of, Hatfits and the Blues Bits, or Hatfits, and they're like a blues guy.
Yeah.
And an Irish chick, you might know of them.
Yeah, I think I've heard. Yeah, I think I heard of them.
Yeah, they recorded there in the same place, so it's pretty bizarre. He said it's like going down into the vault, It's a bit like Roswell.
My first thoughts when I heard the new tracks were of the third Rich and Famous album, and the best one in my opinion, Stand Back, Prepare to Be Amazed. Was that the kind of sound you're aiming for with the new material?
The new material, no. Well, as you probably know, my brother and I have parted our ways.
Yes.
Anyone knows, but we did 3 Rich and Famous albums, and this is the first one without him. So
yep.
I sort of took a hiatus, and then all of a sudden the other 2 guys said, "Oh, you want to come and do a gig?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" And then all of a sudden the gig turned from that into writing new songs, and I just had this outburst of creativity, and then it just went from there. And that's we never really had a plan.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the first single off the EP that we've done, "Take Us to Your Leader," when we went down to record it, we worked on it so much, but we never really had a finished version of it. So we did all the other tracks, and we went, "I really want to do Take Us to Your Leader," and it became the title track, and probably, in my opinion, the most original, most strong track on the EP. So it was almost like a throwaway thing, but it became. We knew we'd worked on it that much. We said, "Oh, we've got to put this down." So we just put it down in a finalised version on the day, and it worked.
Yeah, it's a great track. All the tracks are fairly good. And you mentioned your brother Clifford has now released a couple of albums under the name Clifford Hoad's Kings of the Sun, and I have to say you're back with the name The Rich and Famous, with new material. That band never really got the credit it deserved. Why was that the case, you think?
I don't know. I think just probably the amount of money that was spent on Kings of the Sun, and we were an independent thing, The Rich and Famous,
Yeah.
Kings of the Sun. But we toured the world with us, our records, and we did Belfast.
Yes, I was there.
So I think it's just a matter of we earned a lot of fans under the banner of Kings of the Sun, and then when we decided to change the name, no one really knew why, or no one really heard about it, and music had changed at that point. So I didn't really want to go back. I wanted to go forward with Famous, and he's gone the other way. So we both get our slice of the pie. So we're happy with that, and I'm happy with the band The Rich and Famous because it's a bit more out there than Kings of the Sun was.
Yeah. The new EP is released at the end of the month. Are there firm plans in place for a full album, and when might we see that?
Oh, there's definitely plans. We've got so many tracks. I swear to God, it was like we said we've got to record something.
Yep.
Went down there, we're going to record 4 tracks, and we ended up recording Take Us to Your Leader as the 5th track. But we've probably got about 15 really, really, really good ones. We just go in and we jam, and we're a bit time poor. All of us, all the 3 members are a little bit time poor.
Yep.
And that's why we decided to do an EP, and all the powers that be say, like not powers that be, but people say, there's no point in doing a full album these days until you get some sort of perception of where you're heading.
Yeah.
I just think, and it's financial, of course, and it's about, how much time you've got to record it, but we've definitely got more tracks to put out there. Now, once you've got the finished product in your hand, it's like, we should have done this, we should have done that track and this track, but just getting to where you are with those tracks is like, sometimes I remember that with Kings of Sundays, looking at it and going, my God, we just spent all this time, and there's our little cassette. It was a cassette.
Yes.
And I was going, oh my God, is that it? And it just felt like a little tiny band of music, a little piece of black tape,
Yep.
So much effort goes into it.
Okay.
And it just doesn't seem that much at the time, but my God, there's a lot of effort to get you there.
Okay. Time frame roughly later this year then for the full album, you think, or?
Oh, definitely got enough for a full album, but how we do it is another thing.
Yeah.
The guy who produced it and recorded it, he's very high profile, and he's won RS stuff out here, and he just does music in all different genres. and he kind of did it as a, I wouldn't say a favour, like, but he did it because he did the album, Rich and Famous album.
Yep.
And he, you know, he knew that we were independent, so he sort of did it in our own time frame. His time frame took quite a while. So, but I'm sure he'd be up for recording the rest of it because he's made it sound great. I think it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like the sound of the band.
So
Really true to what we sound.
that was my next question. You'll work with him then on the rest of the album, then, yeah?
Yeah, I'd like to, but you know, in case Kanye West wants to produce something.
No, you wouldn't want him.
Oh, no, I definitely would. Maybe Phil Lynott.
Well.
Or Rory Gallagher.
Oh, I know.
Two of my favourites.
We wish. We're going to play a track from the EP now. Do you want to pick one and tell us something about it?
Well, I suppose Take Us to Your Leader will be for the first one. The name The Rich and Famous drums up a lot of imagery. Like, you know, I always very tongue in cheek about when I named the band that. It was like it was all happening at the time. Like everyone was wanting to be rich and famous, and everyone's got their websites and their Facebook sites, and everyone's trying to grabbing this fame thing. And I just saw the whole irony of it and the funniness of it. And then, and a lot of the songs that are on the other two albums are very much like that. So it's kind of a satire thing, but it's like there's a lot of truth in it as well. But this one, Take Us to Your Leader, is like, it's about the conspiracy theories, the reptilians and the Illuminati and all that sort of stuff. It's playing in the internet, and you think, oh my God, is people believing this stuff? And I just thought I'd take a really wild take on it, and that became the first single. It's a great track, and it really drums up that feeling. Reptilian in human form, tastes so good, the skin's so warm.
That's great.
Is that there behind the disguise? I want to try you on for size.
That's great. We'll play that track now.
Hello, this is Jeff Hoad from The Rich and Famous. You're listening to NI Rocks from Belfast. This is our new track, Take Us to Your Leader.
shift, shape, shifting around. Shift, shape, shifting all over the town. Who's that there behind the skies? I wanna try you on for size. Reptilian and human form. You taste so good and your skin so warm. Maybe you can catch me winking my eye. Kind of crocodile tears as I watch you die. Roll, 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 roll. We want your soul. No, 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 no. It's out of control. We came from outer space to eat the human race. Solar system, bottom feeders. Take us to your leader. Take us to your leader. We have full control of mind, body, and soul. Science fiction, double feature. Take us to your leader. 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 Take us to your leader.
Have you worked with anyone in particular on writing the new tracks, or has there been any particular sources of inspiration when it comes to writing?
Just my head, my brain going around. I do a lot of thinking during the day.
Yep.
Just roaming around, driving around. And as I said, I think the name, The Rich and Famous, tends to lend itself to what we're bombarded with daily.
Yep.
You know, we're bombarded with this, we're bombarded with that, what you should be, and what you should have, and what you should, you know, and everyone's got their different take on it. Everyone likes a bit of bling, but no one wants to be opposed to it, and some people do, and the dichotomy of all that plays a big part in the way I look at life, laughing at it, looking at it, checking it out. It happens in movies, it happens all around you. So I've got a pretty big palette to choose from, you know, with just the name of the band and where I'm heading with it.
Yeah. I presume you'd like to get the band out on the road to play some gigs. Has there been any plans to get some gigs organised?
As soon as we get the single, the EP launched, we're going to start playing out here as fast as possible. And we've played gigs before out here before we even had the EP, but nothing like with anything behind it. So it's all about having all your ducks in a row. And
yep.
We've played a zillion gigs with Kings of the Sun and Rich and Famous, and they never really amount to anything unless the Rich and Famous are there.
Yeah.
To see it. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You play 1,000 of your best mate's birthday parties, but it doesn't get you anywhere until the Rich and Famous are there.
That's it. Any plans to play shows outside of Australia, or are you keeping it local in the meantime?
At this point, I've got no idea. Unless Donald Trump wants us to play on his next go round. We'll fun.
You might not get into Australia or into America. You wouldn't know.
Who knows?
You know.
It's one of the greatest mysteries, isn't it?
Who gets in, who doesn't? Yeah. If you go out on the road, presumably, will you play some of the old Kings of the Sun tracks too, or will you keep to the new stuff?
Well, it's kind of hard. That's one thing that. The funny part about it was when we actually became the Rich and Famous, my brother and I. We were like, we weren't anti Kings of the Sun.
Yep.
But we sort of like because what killed the Kings of the Sun was grunge.
Yep.
And it killed a lot of rock bands.
Yep.
So we felt like we had to start anew and start afresh because there was a whole new audience. And then looking back on it, maybe you sort of go, well, you should just continue who you are and your music should change. But I was glad that we did because I don't really want to go on a kind of an oldies circuit.
No.
I feel like all my ideas are fresh and all my ideas are new. So I'm happy for the change of the name of the band.
Yep.
But I will still be happy to play songs that people want to hear. I mean, if people want to hear Kings of the Sun songs, I'll play a couple of them for sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. No. Be good to hear. When I interviewed Clifford in the past, I asked about some of his favourite road stories from the 80s and 90s. Are there any particular events or stories that stand out for you from those days?
It being gobbed on in Belfast.
Funny, he mentioned that too.
he wasn't getting gobbed on, I was swallowing them.
It's a sign of how much we like you.
Yeah, I know. That's what they keep telling me. Yeah, but I had Belfast gobs all over my Marshall stacks for years. And every time I'd pull them out of it, because I had road cases, I'd pull them out and go, my God, they're still on there. You know, some good colds over there.
Yeah. You famously, of course, had a bit of a spat with Axl Rose during the heydays of Guns N' Roses. What were your thoughts with him taking over AC/DC recently?
I liked it. I really did. I don't care what anyone thinks, but I was following it on YouTube, and I went, my God, it's almost like, as we were talking about Donald Trump before, nobody knows what the future will bring.
Yeah.
How you could possibly imagine that Axl Rose would be playing with AC/DC, one of the most cloistered bands in the world.
Yep.
No one ever knows who they are. You could walk past them in the street, you wouldn't know who their wives were, where they live, and then they get in that little bit of trouble they got in when Brian lost his voice or whatever, and then Axl puts his hand up and said, I'll sing it. And then I saw the first rehearsal, someone was recorded from outside the venue, and I thought he sounded fantastic.
Yeah.
And I had nothing but positive behind it. I mean, I know I would have been a huge AC/DC fan all my life, but it was so bizarre and so outrageous that it had even happened.
Yeah.
That you have to take this from a different perception.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's in my mind. I just went, my God, this is just, it's extreme. We just lost Malcolm.
Yeah.
The essence of AC/DC. Then you lost Brian Johnson, the guy who was in there longer than Bond.
Yeah.
And then you got Axl Rose doing gigs with AC/DC, and then Axl Rose is, it was mind blowing.
Yeah.
And I just went, I'm going to go with this. I'm probably getting too old to sort of go, no, you shouldn't, or that's not perfect, or that's not right, or that's not the right thing to do. I've lost all that. What do you call that? That idealism.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if he actually records a new album with them. I think that'll be the big test.
But I mean, did you think he sounded good? I mean, his first stuff, the early stuff that first came through, I thought he sounded great.
Yeah, no, it's been, from what I didn't see him when they played here, but from what I can gather, it was very good.
I mean, I'm not a fan of him hobbling around with casts on his legs, sitting in thrones, but he sounded good.
Yeah.
He was hitting notes that I hadn't heard for a long time.
Okay, well, we'll go back to the new EP and play another track. Do you want to pick one and tell us something about it?
Dirty Music?
Yep, okay.
Dirty Music was it's synonymous with the fact that for how long people have been saying you shouldn't listen to that music, shouldn't listen to this music, shouldn't listen. But when they were burning Elvis records and stuff like that, burning rock and roll, and then if you think about it, if you like rock, the rock you like is got some sort of sleaziness, some sort of dirtiness to it, and that's all it was ever written about. And we play dirty music, and then that was the essence that it was written. That the fact that somebody could even be burning music, and then now you got someone like Marilyn Manson being extreme as he could possibly be, or whatever it may be, Slipknot, the Masks or whatever.
Yep.
It's gone beyond it now. But that sort of harks back to the era when they were burning rock and roll records. So that's what that's about.
Okay, we'll play that one.
She don't like
Do you get a chance to listen to much music these days, and what do you listen to when you do get a chance?
I live on YouTube.
Okay.
Just going back over. We probably, I don't know what Ireland's like, but we had a very minimalistic audio visual. We had our own homegrown stuff, but we missed out on a lot of documentaries and a lot of stuff of old times and full and live concerts and whole grey whistle tests and all that sort of stuff with great bands. We didn't get to see it out here, and so I live on YouTube going back over a lot of stuff like that and just seeing bands that I've always wanted to see live. Sensational Alex Harvey band, Rory, Thin Lizzy, just all. I just like to go. I just go over that old ZZ Top gigs. Just anything I can think of, anything comes into my head, I have a tendency to just go searching for that and watching it on YouTube.
Okay.
I never saw any of it. It just was all in my mind.
Yeah. Any young bands that you've taken notice of recently, or?
A Flag Bender, an American band called Flag Bender. Who else? Who else do I like? I had a list of them the other day. I wrote it down. I can't think of them right now. I'll send it to you. I'll sing them a list after I get off this, because I wrote a list of young bands that I really like. I love what Jack White's doing.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think he's a nut.
Yeah.
A lovable nut.
Okay. What do you see as the biggest challenge to getting the band out there now as compared to the 80s, or even with the Rich and Famous 10 years ago? What's the biggest challenge?
I don't think there's any challenge anymore. It's all about, it's in your head.
Yeah.
I think when I've read a lot of stuff about a lot of bands, and I think to myself, well, when they let go and they don't want it so badly, and they just, if it's going to come to you, it's going to come to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we had our first big bite of the cherry with Kings of the Sun, things that supposed to happen to a band when in the days of yore, when record companies controlled everything. But now I don't think anyone controls it all. I think it's just a matter of you can put anything out there, and if people hear it and it's interesting enough for the ear, who knows where it could hit.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's too much of a challenge, other than the fact that if you're not really into social media or whatever, you're doomed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually my next question. Are you keen on the whole social media thing, or is it a bit of a necessary evil, really?
Well, I'm definitely keen on it, because it enables this to happen.
Yeah.
You and me talking to each other. It's like it's ridiculous, the fact that you're even playing it over there. It's mind blowing. And if it didn't happen, social media didn't happen.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be talking.
No.
So you can't. How can you knock it? It's like everything just stays in its little group. Like in Australia, was very close. As I was saying, the rock and roll scene. I spoke to a guy the other night, and he was saying, "Why all these bands from Australia have got this really hard edge?" He said, I said, well, that's because in that era of the pub rock, that's all there was, and it was like you were competing against the DJ, and then the band would come on, and then they'd come on, and they have to come on hard and fast and strong, and it was out of necessity.
Yeah.
Because that's all we had.
What would you hope to have achieved with the Rich and Famous by the end of 2017, and what would you be hoping to achieve heading into the following year?
World domination.
Yep, sounds good.
No, I would love it to be heard and people to like it, and to be able to get out and go around the world and play it. That would be my ultimate dream.
Yeah.
To get out there to at least have enough of a demand for you that people go, oh, I love that song, and then somebody turns around and tells them, hey, you guys should come over here because your song's doing well. Pick the band up, not to make a lot of money or whatever, but just get out and have a look around.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Okay.
And that's the same as the other guys in the band. It's the same thing. I'm sure it's probably the same with most bands.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the questions I have. Thanks again for taking the time to talk to Rock Radio and I. We're going to finish off by letting you pick a couple of tracks to play. Either classic Kings of the Sun, something from the original Rich and Famous albums, or something else. Up to you.
Okay. I'll pick one from Kings of the Sun. First thing about rock and roll, I remember. It's my favourite song of that. And I like the Rich and Famous, Stand Back, Prepare to be Amazed.
Yeah, brilliant
And
track.
the Rich and Famous is our title song.
We'll play those. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much, Nigel. And happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'll have a drink for you.
Thanks again to Jeff Hoad for talking to me. Next up on the show, it's James Durbin, the former American Idol contestant, who was recently revealed as a new singer for Quiet Riot. Before the interview, I'll play a track from James's first solo album. It features Mick Morris' Motley Crue guitar, and it's called Outcast.